Hey, hey, hey. I'm gonna check if the sound is on. Welcome to day 87. Mixed channels. It took a while before this one came through. So I am checking. Yes. It's working. So my own process is taking it's taking a step down and to the side to kind of sweep in something. I started to feel a sensation creeping in a while back because I've been yeah, there's just it's like the channels are mixed. There's so much coming through. So it's my own process. It's a lot of creativity and transmissions and something else. And I woke up maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock or something like that. Can't sleep. So, and then creativity started coming, and I started on a project that started to come through, and I was like mesmerized from about 4 in the morning till 1 p.m. lunchtime. And you can tell that that there's a lot of energy. I have so much energy. There's just so much energy moving through me. So it really wanted to be channeled through creativity. So I really moved like a mountain. And then after I started to become shaky, so I had some food and the body wanted to I wasn't gonna do any movement or heavy exercise today because I felt like no, it's Sunday, I don't feel like it. But then this this strange heavy feeling really from the past, and I could see how it was taking over the belief system, the sensation. It was almost like I was becoming another person, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What is going on here? And I was sitting with it for a while, but then I felt, okay, I have to move this energy. And it's it was in the afternoon. It's in the afternoon. It's 3:30. It's like the hottest, and it's getting hot now. So I think it's about 37, 38 degrees, and it's also smoky season, so the air quality is not good. And my body wants to move energy, and I was like, okay, okay. So I've been doing a very deep, like moving a lot of heavy energy. And I have so much creativity coming through, so many transmissions. I have like episode after episode after episode. I could just sit and record. But then that channel gets infiltrated by my own process. So now Simba is coming home tomorrow. So today is like my last day to be alone. And the body is apparently taking the opportunity of that, because I've been nauseous. It was such a yucky feeling. So it was like, I'm not gonna sit with this one. It's like I've been sitting with it. I've been sitting in sacred witness for so long that the body is now, okay, you don't have to do that anymore. We can just go straight to the heavy stuff. We can go straight to the hard work where we gotta turn the compost on this one, like, oh, like this. And then tears came, and so this deep heavy processing, but it doesn't feel heavy. It's just when I share it, it's just not one of the prettier sights or the most fun things to do, or but it's like I'm starting to align. I've always followed the intuition. I've always followed spirit. I've done that since very early since I came to Thailand, like first couple of months that happened. But now it's like I'm not guided, it's like moving through me more. It's like I don't have control over what is coming or what we're doing. So for a while here, for like an hour or so, I it's been so many messages coming through. So it was like everything was talking at once. My process wanted to come through. Um, a couple of episodes on different topics wanted to come through. This wanted to come through. I'm going to record a small course on how I do my internal alchemy, so that people can do it too. So see, and really break it down how I do it, and break it down in a way where there's also room for a little bit of, you can create by yourself. So I just had to wait, because I couldn't do all of them, because now there's many gateways. So it's like I opened up first, there was this channel, and now I opened up more, and they all became blocked somehow. So sometimes it's messy before it gets clear, and that's why I want to share this, and that's why I want to be so clear with it, and so people realize, like, the progress is not always linear, it's not always pretty, it's not always clear. And that's the thing, to become, because if everything is moving, like for me, everything is shaking and moving right now. It's like there's so much energy, there's so much information, but my core is stable. I can sit here with you, even though it's like my vision is super strange, and yeah, it's like, but I'm still calm. I'm still in the core of the message landed in my body, and then I can speak it. And after I decided that I was going to make this type of update on YouTube, then boom, the channel started to open. So I know that I'm doing the right thing, because there's this, let's say I start at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. That's 9 hours. It's like that's a whole day's work. And I had to drink a little bit. I had some fruits, but there was just no sign of the energy like dissipating. And after a while I started shaking. Well, after the 9 hours, and I started eating, that's when the dispatch of energy, because I'm increasing my capacity, not saying that I'm going to sit and create for 9 hours. Oh, I don't know how it's going to come through. I just gotta, like, if I would ever write a book, then it would be like that all the time, every day, like. Anyway, so there's a lot that wants to come through, so I need to be a strong vessel for it, and that's what I'm building up for. And I'm using the internal alchemy process as my vehicle. And because the beauty of Simba's internal alchemy is that it combines all the aspects. So my style I called Phoenix Rising, but what it really is internal alchemy. So I'm actually gonna credit Simba here, and then I can build my own stuff on top of that. So the beauty of internal alchemy is that it includes the energy work, the nervous system, the breath, the fascia, and the tremors. And that's all the things that I'm doing, plus a little bit more in my own practice. So the beauty of the concept that Simba has created is that it includes multiple modalities, and it's the combination of them that really moves the stagnated energy in the body. So if that's what I'm doing, then the truth is that that's what I'm going to speak to, because all my work is based on that. It's the same thing. I just do it in a feminine way. I do it. I unlock the feminine energy that is non-controllable. And I just realized, like 5 minutes before, like during my process here, that I was still trying to control the energy. It's like, what? Like, it's like I could see, go down to a small subtle area where I could see how I still, because I was trying to decide how the transmission was going to come through. I was trying to direct the energy, but that's why I was in chaos for a while, because the energy doesn't want to be directed. Just calm down and you'll see where we're going. It's like one of Simba's spoon bending teachers is, don't put the cart in front of the horse. You're running too fast. And I mean, that's what we're doing all the time. So it's about slowing it down. And the beauty of the modality is that combining all these models or these modalities together also opens up for a lot of creativity, because no person is alike. So no one is going to make the same type of combinations in any session. So a lot of modalities are a lot of the same in all of the sessions. And me and Simba, we're just, I mean, especially me, I'm just, if it's boring, then I just can't do it. It has to keep on building and keep on growing and it has to be interesting. It has to be a little bit complex. It has to evolve. It has to move. Otherwise, it's limited. And with this, it's unlimited. So he has the certification trainings in this. So any practitioner, they will teach it differently. And everyone who learns it for themselves will practice it differently. And that is the point, because we are all different. We're all human. We all have the same body. It all works the same way, the connection. So that is what Simba and I, that is the golden key that we have really found over these 10 years, where we've been certifying ourselves in every single modality. And it's when you combine them one at a time, it's going to take forever. We don't have that time anymore. People don't want to spend more years than necessary to reverse what's been, done. And it's also getting very deep. The stagnation that we're noticing in people, it takes such a long time to reach those levels, because we've been working on ourselves for the past 10 years. And of course we add on pressure, and we've definitely added on pressure. So it's not that just because you start the work, then it stops, it's something that you have to move. It's something that keeps on filling up, and that you have to entertain, otherwise the body gets backed up, and that's when illness and disaster is knocking on the door. And so because what I'm doing is so effective, I'm going to put it into a small type of product that people can buy and do it for themselves. Because even though I could explain what I'm doing, it's just still, it's like there needs to be a transmission. That's the point. Like when I do it and I record it and I share and I transmit and I walk through the different processes and I probably showcase, because I think that there will be a lot of energy that needs to be moved when Simba comes home. I think that's just a feeling I have. I'm not gonna jeopardize it, but that it's just how it feels. And I'm gonna take advantage of that, of course. So yeah, I'm also noticing I'm eating less. I gained weight during this first I dropped a lot of weight and then I gained weight again. So I can sense that the body wants to slim down. It wants to move a lot. It doesn't eat that much. It eats regularly and I don't skip meals, but I'm noticing that there's a shift going on. And the level of the work and the level of the alchemy is increasing, and I'm just accessing something that is very interesting, very, very interesting. Both yesterday and today has been so different. Yesterday I felt super good. I felt so good. This morning when I woke up, I've been sleeping crappy, but I've been sleeping crappy all week. So it's not really that. I felt I could just feel that there was a heaviness in the morning. So then I know that, okay, something is going to want to be worked through. But usually there's not such a clear creative channel that comes through when I am feeling like that, because usually that I have to work through that to get to the creativity. So that's also why the body is releasing fluids, because I'm noticing that there's a pressure that is releasing in the whole system. And I'm also becoming more and more open to sharing how I look right now. There's like there's a layer that there's it's a very interesting, like, not taking things personal, detached. And it's not because I'm shut off, it's because I'm turned on. It's because I'm connected, and my body is just, yeah, that's not dangerous. My body just like, yeah, it's not dangerous. Why did you focus on on that for such a long time? It's just, and now it's like, yeah, I don't really know that, to be honest. Why do I care what other people think? So there's this, and it's not from arrogance. It's just freedom. It's like, well, I know what a real problem is, and that ain't it. It's like that. It's like the body can discern exactly what is it's a new level of connection with an actual reality, because that's what happens when we are, because I could feel when these heavy thoughts, it was like I could see them or feel them coming from behind and kind of sneak in as a little puff of wind, that it's like something very familiar. And when it comes in a very low dose, it's like, I'm just going to come very small at first, so you don't notice that this is from the past, and that it's like sneaking in. It felt like it was energy sneaking in. And then I was like, okay, I see what you're doing here. Like, this is not reality. And then I could bypass that, and I could see the negative thought. It's like a pattern or something that I could allow the energy to go on, but I didn't do it, if that makes any sense at all. It was like I allowed it to exist, but I didn't become it. I didn't allow it to play itself out, so to speak. And that's when I noticed that, okay, the energy is increasing. So because I wasn't allowing myself to fall into the trap of a train of thoughts of negativity that would then start the stress process in the body, and then fear would start in the kidneys, in the bladder, and the whole thing is on again. So I could stop it when I saw and I was like, whoa. Before I could see it, before it hit the mind, before the mind reacted. So what is that? That is the true me that is aware before the mind even gets, the memo. I'm already there. And then the fear comes, like, oh, now you're coming. Because there was fear. Then you come running. Way ahead of you. Finally. So then I can then I go to a state in the body instead and observe it there. And that's when it didn't have the same outlet. That's when it went, what am I doing now? And that's when it's like, gotcha. That's like jackpot. So that's when I definitely overrode the idea of having rest, because that was from the mind. So yeah, I can rest today because that feels good. I'm tired. I don't have to do anything. So yeah, this is how I usually resonate. I'm gonna rest instead of just, why am I trying? That's where I try to control it. Why am I trying to control it? The mind. It has to, it has to have something stupid to hold on to. It's like the horse and the plastic garden chair when you're tied, and it's like sometimes, you could just also walk away. And I am not having any of this anymore. So I'm on stakeout. So whatever was on stakeout today was doing a good job, because I could see it and it came from behind. And I'm pretty sure that was an intention sent from someone else. That's what I believe. And that was phenomenal to just, it was like, that I used to do boxing and MMA. I mean, I'm not very good, but I'm doing it and I love it. And boxing is kind of our thing in the family. So Floyd Mayweather, when he just says, yeah, you're just not there. How don't you ever get hit? Yeah, I'm just not there when they hit. And that's how it felt. I was like, I sensed something from behind. I could feel it was an ill intention, and it was packed with information, and it came with a fear, kind of old, triggered something old. And it felt like I just did like this. I didn't do that because I didn't do that at the time, because I had to go work with it to deal with it. So that's not what I did. But because I really, like, it's in the afternoon, it's probably the hottest day so far. It's super hot in the gym, it's outside, and okay, I'll just do it. And then I slayed it. It was just, that's when it feels, I just like, because the work I did with how I'm feeling now, I'm sitting here like, blah, 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 channel clearly open, don't want to hang up, talking about nothing. No, but so I shifted it completely, absolutely completely. It was an awful sensation, and I shifted it. And that's why I feel like, okay, there's going to be it's like I have to have something to work with. I mean, it feels like that's the combination. So I will record this. I think that's what wanted to come through today, but this one come through instead. So, we still got to see. But I would like to do that. I think that's a good idea. And gate closed. Vroom. It's really going through me, like up and down. So it's an interesting process, and it's about 3 weeks left on the 108 days. Incredible. Okay, I'm gonna stop now, because now I'm just jabbering. Okay, so I have a couple of nice topics lined up. Let's see where they want to come through. See what wants to come through, and I'm very excited. And I do get a little bit disappointed when the personal process keeps coming back. I feel like I'm very, very ready to just open the gates of the transmissions. So I understand that there's still a level of, I mean, I can still feel like this. I have something in the belly. So I know that there's still energy that needs to be moved. So there's something there. So then it needs to, yeah, be pushed some way, I guess. I mean, it doesn't have to be like that for everyone, but it seems to be like that for me. So I'm taking the opportunity because I ain't having any of that anymore. And I'm so close. I can feel it. There's so close to be a clear channel. And then something interesting is gonna happen because it's so much energy. Okay, now I'm gonna hang up. I'll see you tomorrow. Like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. My channel will be my creative outlet, and I will keep on sharing my wisdom for free on YouTube. And then you can decide to work with me if you want that. But the information is clearly needed to be free. And then the close proximity is behind a paid wall. So that's how we're gonna do it, folks. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.